All right, welcome back to Holt Growers. I'm your host, Timothy Holt, and today I'm in the shop with this tool right here, table saw. This video is going to be about some basic table saw safety and features, as well as its operation. I have one shelf to build, to cut before I can put together this cabinet over here. So I thought it'd be great to do a quick video on some table saw safety. If you have a wood shop or if you're doing any home remodeling, things of that nature, this tool can be invaluable but often very dangerous. Arguably one of the most common tools that you will get injury from is a table saw. I have been cut by a table saw twice. Both times I nearly lost fingers. Okay. First time was in high school as a freshman. I almost cut off my thumb. It looked like a ground hamburger with a bone sticking out. Pretty gnarly. It took a while to heal. It's still pretty tender from time to time. Both of those injuries were for the same reason. A combination of using a dull blade and not exercising safety precautions. That's why I nearly cut off 4 of my fingers, 2 different incidences. So don't do what I did and pay attention to what you're doing with this powerful piece of equipment. However, with that being said, it is a lot of fun to use. You can get some cool cuts out of it and build some amazing things. So definitely worth the risk, but make sure you're paying attention. Again, keep it unplugged when not in use, and be mindful of what you're doing. Couple of tools. This particular saw can accept a dado blade. I don't have one, but it can take a dado stack. I believe up to a 1/2 inch, which is pretty big. That's a pretty big dado. However, there are ways of making a dado slot without using a dado stack, which I actually had the privilege of showing my son how to do that yesterday, which is pretty cool. But always lock that back in. There's a nice groove here. We've got both on the left and the right for measurements for a fence. And then also we have this tool here that I use every single time when it fits. Slides into that groove, gives me a nice right cut. I can go up to 60 degrees in either direction if I need to make a angle cut. And if my hand is on this, there is no way it's going to hit that blade. So I hang on to this anytime my fence is far enough back that I can use it. Okay. Speaking of fence, it's right here. Hooks on there. And there's a red mark here. Now, because my table saw is adjustable with my outboard feed here to the right, instead of lining it up here after 21 inches, we line it up right here. There's yellow markings, okay, that will gauge how far it is, and then that red mark just goes onto the 17-inch mark. So, for example, if I put it on 17 inches right here, where it sits right now, it would be 21-inch cut. And you can take a tape measure and double check that, 20 inches, which is pretty nice. Now, my particular saw, it's actually because the floor is a little uneven. I have a support right here that I built, which gives me a better, more stable level surface to work with, especially when this is out a ways. Okay, I can cut up to 27 inches all the way out. We're actually going to do that with a 26 3/4 inch cut on that board right there, and then we're going to rip it down to 11 inches. You're going to see how we do that. However, pay attention to what you're doing, okay? Because we don't want kick out, we don't want kickback. At the end of the day, we want to make a beautiful project, beautiful piece, and keep all of our digits attached. So, with that being said, let's get to cutting some wood. All right, so I do wear earplugs when I'm cutting. Generally speaking, I like my hearing. It goes back to safety. Safety glasses, safety plugs, earplugs. All right. Right, like so. So that's a little overview. We did 2 cuts, both ripping cuts. This is a small table saw. If I was cutting longer pieces, I have a cart on wheels behind the camera. Currently has another cabinet sitting on it and pieces that needs to be assembled. However, if these were longer pieces or bigger pieces, that cart would be right up against here. So I have space to really push those boards out and not find out. The other thing is with the dust collector is great. My dust collector is currently not working, but I'm getting it mainly because there's a piece that attaches right over there that is broke and I need to replace it. So also, as a safety precaution, when I'm done, always lower my blade. That is a safety thing, so, for example, if that happens, I unplug it, as well as I can use it now as a work table, as a workbench. So that is an overview of the table saw and some of its features and things of that nature, as well as safety. So hope you enjoyed this video. Get out, grow something today, and God bless you. I'm Timothy Holt with Holt Growers.